Welcome. In this video, when will Zbcn coin mobility come? We will analyze it. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and please watch to the end to understand. When we carefully examine the chart, it is clear that a very stable and healthy uptrend has formed. This uptrend shows that the price is regularly making higher lows and higher highs within a given time frame. In terms of technical analysis, such a pattern is considered a sign of strong buying pressure. That is, market participants prefer to buy the price at higher levels on every dip, making it clear that the overall trend is upwards. In the current situation, it seems that the price action has once again touched this rising trend line. These contacts are very important in technical analysis because trend lines are not only a visual guide, but also dynamic support and resistance levels that set the psychological boundaries of the market. A rising trend line is considered intact as long as it doesn't break below the price, and every contact is considered a potential bounce point. The current chart situation points to exactly this scenario. The price has approached the ascending trend line and is likely to find strong support there. This kind of technical structure is one of those rare and valuable moments that offer traders an opportunity. This is because contacts to rising trend lines can often be the starting point of a new bullish wave. An upward movement of the price from this point would be a very strong sign that the trend will continue. And according to the "trend is your friend" motto in technical analysis, it is generally considered risky to trade against the current uptrend, while it is much healthier and more profitable to take a position in the direction of the trend. Therefore, the fact that the price is currently touching the rising trend line provides a very favorable backdrop for a new upward move. Also, given that the area where this contact occurred has worked as support in the past, it can be considered a reliable area from a technical point of view. A trend line that has been tested many times in the past is quite likely to work again. This is important both technically and in terms of investor psychology, because investors who have trusted and won on this line before will tend to open positions at the same level again. This will increase the buying volume and support the price to jump up. Another important factor to consider at this point is the volume. If the price is encountering increased volume at the point where it touches the rising trend line, this indicates that traders have confidence in this area. A trendline contact supported by volume can set the stage for a much stronger and more decisive reversal than previous contacts. At the moment, the dynamics in the market suggest that such a scenario could unfold, because when the price reaches this zone, there is a decrease in selling pressure and a movement on the buying side. This current picture is quite promising for investors. If the uptrend continues, the price is likely to target the previous highs. And once these levels are surpassed, the strength of the trend is further consolidated with the arrival of new highs. This creates attractive opportunities for both short-term and medium-term traders. In addition, this structure allows stop-loss levels to be clearly defined. This is because it is known that the structure will be invalidated if it breaks below the trend line, making it easier to control risk. So the current structure not only offers earning potential, but also allows for a technically disciplined trading strategy. This trend structure also sheds light on the overall market. This is because chart structures that lead often give direction to other trading instruments. If this rising trend line is maintained and the price bounces upwards from here, other similar structures may react in kind. This could be an early signal that a market-wide rebound is underway. But we can't judge the analysis by trends alone. Let's look at other metrics. Stay tuned. Looking carefully at the chart's current appearance, it is clear that price action is attempting to accelerate upwards, but remains limited at a certain level. This limitation marks a resistance zone that is often encountered in technical analysis. The fact that the price is now very close to this resistance level makes for an extremely exciting technical situation. This is because such resistance levels are often critical turning points and strongly imply that if breached, prices could transition into a new bullish wave. This resistance zone may have been tested several times in previous price action, but failed to break through. This suggests that, technically speaking, it works as a strong seller's zone. However, it is possible that this resistance weakens with each contact. Especially when the price approaches this level again, market participants become more cautious and eager. Sellers may no longer be as strong as before, while buyers may have gained more courage to break through this level. Such resistance points are directly related to the psychological thresholds of market participants. When the price approaches this threshold, it increases the excitement and interest of traders. Breaking resistance levels is usually accompanied by sharp and voluminous movements. Therefore, if the price manages to break this critical zone upwards, a significant momentum gain and acceleration may follow. This is because such zones are not only a technical resistance point, but also a psychological barrier. After the price crosses this level, many traders take action. Traders who had previously watched this level are encouraged to buy, while those who had placed sell orders in this area close their positions. This creates a strong upward movement with both new buying and the closing of short positions. In addition, a technical structure called a breakout often occurs at resistance breakouts. During this breakout, the volume usually increases, as many traders watching this level take positions. The fact that the price is currently close to the resistance level could be a signal that such a breakout is approaching. If the price breaks this level decisively, it is technically quite possible that it will soon head for higher targets. The uptrends that follow this breakout are usually clearer and more decisive than the previous sideways movements. This offers traders a safer trading environment. Another positive effect if the price breaks this resistance is a change in market structure. When resistance levels are broken, these levels now work as support. So even if the price pulls back after breaking through this zone, this broken level now becomes a zone that limits downward movements. In addition, this resistance zone can be part of a broader technical structure. For example, if the neckline of a bowl pattern, flag pattern, or the neckline of an inverse shoulder head and shoulder structure is located at this level, the significance of the breakout becomes even greater, because the movements triggered by such large patterns can be much stronger. A break of the current resistance level is therefore not only a short-term bullish development, but also an important development in terms of medium and long-term technical structures. In terms of investor psychology, breaking through such resistance zones brings new confidence to the market. In periods when the price has not broken this level for a long time, there may be indecision and hesitation in the market. However, when the breakout occurs, this indecision is replaced by determination and optimism. With the strengthening of buyers, the market takes clearer steps upwards. This contributes to an extremely positive atmosphere not only in terms of technical, but also emotional and psychological analysis. A detailed analysis of the chart reveals a noticeable uptrend structure in the RSI indicator. This trend line shows that the RSI has recently made higher lows and gained upward momentum, and momentum is getting stronger. This bullish channel on the RSI suggests that there is a positive trend in the internal dynamics of the market, that buyers are still strong, and that selling pressure has not yet effectively kicked in. In particular, such patterns provide an important roadmap for both technical analysts and traders. A rising RSI trend supports the upside potential of the price. This is because the RSI indicator is considered a leading indicator that signals changes in price in advance. If there is an upward movement in the RSI and this movement takes place within an uptrend structure, this indicates that there is a strong momentum behind the price. In other words, the RSI gives us reliable clues that the price may continue to rise. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.